way for the construction of the PALLAS-reactor building, a large concrete construction pit was completed during the previous phase. Measuring approximately 50 by 50 meters and reaching a depth of 17.5 meters, this pit lays the groundwork for the next major step. That next step begins with the first stage of constructing the PALLAS-reactor building, starting below ground level, in which 3 underground floors will be built. Before construction begins, key preparatory steps are completed. A waterproofing membrane and protective layer are applied to ensure long-term durability. To support the construction process, tower cranes are installed around the construction pit. These cranes handle heavy lifting and maintain a steady flow of materials to and from the site. Formwork is then installed, followed by reinforcement bars and embedded components, such as anchors, pipe supports, and sleeves for future connections. Once all components are in place, the concrete floor is poured in carefully planned sections. This phased approach ensures structural integrity and precise alignment, laying a solid foundation for the PALLAS-reactor building as construction moves forward. After the -3 level floor is finalized, construction advances on multiple fronts. The aircraft protection shell, a key structural element that enhances the reactor building's security, takes shape. At the same time, work begins on the foundation that will support the reactor block, a concrete structure that houses both the reactor pool and the service pool. This is followed by the construction of the internal structural walls. All these components are built using the same process: setting up formwork, placing reinforcement bars, installing embedded components, and pouring concrete in a controlled and sequenced manner. Next is the construction of the -2 level floor, which begins to enclose the rooms on the -3 level. This provides protection for mechanical components, such as the pool liners, shielding them from potential damage during ongoing construction activities. At this stage, work on the aircraft protection shell continues, extending the walls up to the -1 level. Before construction continues on the -2 partition of the reactor block, an important long lead component is installed: the heavy water storage tank. This tank ensures a continuous supply of heavy water, which serves both as a coolant and a neutron moderator for the reactor. Following its installation, work on the reactor block structure progresses upward, built upon the foundation laid at the -3 level. The -2 partition of the reactor block contains several critical areas, including the control rod drive room and the decay tank room. After the walls of the decay tank room are constructed, the decay tanks are installed. These tanks ensure a minimum residence time for cooling water coming from the reactor and the pools. This pause allows short-lived radioisotopes in the water to decay, reducing radiation levels in downstream equipment and surrounding rooms. After construction of the decay tank rooms, the remainder of the reactor block on this floor is built, including the resin tank rooms and the heavy water tank room. On floor -2, interior walls are constructed using the same phased approach, placing formwork, installing reinforcement bars and embedded components, and pouring concrete in a controlled, sequenced manner. In the final stage of this construction phase, work begins on the mezzanine floor of the -2 level. This intermediate floor adds structural complexity and provides space for technical systems and service areas that support the reactor's operation. Once the mezzanine is in place, construction proceeds with selected sections of the -1 floor. These sections are built above rooms that house essential equipment, allowing for early protection against weather conditions. After construction of the first underground floors is completed, work on the PALLAS-reactor building will continue upward all the way to the roof level and will include the completion of key nuclear installations essential to the reactor's operation.